Hey y'all, it's Money Monday. Hold on, let me get my ear pods in. Oh, my curl. Hold on, let me fix that. That curl was disrespectful. Can y'all hear me? I am going. It's Money Monday, y'all. Hold on, let me type in the chat before I bring in my bestie what we're talking about. We are hold on, let me just bring her in. And then, cause y'all know it's Money Monday. All right, so we gonna bring in the doll and time. And while I wait for my bestie to get in here, how y'all doing? Oh, I meant to go get my votes. I can't do this episode without my I voted sticker. Hold on, y'all. Where's she at? Let me get. Did she come in? She didn't come in. She didn't come in. It didn't happen, y'all. Did y'all vote? Did y'all do the early vote? Did y'all do the late vote? Did y'all do the mail-in vote? Did y'all do the vote? I said, "Oh, okay, there you go."
Hello.
I can't do this without my I voted sticker. So hold on. Hey, can you see the comments? We got
I
people in here
can.
already.
Hi, Ebony.
Let me go get my sticker. I still hear y'all, but I can't sit up here and do this Money Monday without my I voted sticker because I have voted. Okay.
Happy
Yes,
Monday. Happy
I
Money Monday.
did.
Happy Football Monday.
Yes,
It was a good
football.
game. We are here after the overtime game. Uh,
Hey,
the
hey,
Chiefs were almost going to get knocked off that undefeated streak, but
man.
they're not.
Mm,
So here we are.
Here we are, and
Yeah, if you're
I.
in, say hi. Hi. Like Ebony, she has manners. The rest of you
Hi.
do not.
Hey, Ebony. Welcome. It's Money Monday, Football Monday, all those Mondays. My dog would like to be in here, but hey, Spencer. Anyway, if you have voted, type in the chat. Yes. If you have not yet, type in the
Log off.
chat. No.
If you haven't, log off and go vote.
Okay, let's
You
talk
got
about
other
this.
things that you can be
Is
doing.
that Juvio? Is that Juvio?
Oh, hi, Songs. No, this is Nick.
Oh,
Hi,
okay,
Songs.
okay.
You do
Hi,
have manners, Songs.
Kenitra. Hi. Get
Hi, Domo
down,
the
Spencer
Barber.
Reed. I
Welcome,
will put you out.
welcome.
Welcome, Domo. Domo. Is it Dom? Okay, his name is Dom. His name
So it's
is
Domo.
Dominic, right? So it's Domo, not
Yeah,
Domo. Because I
no,
think
it's
I do
Domo.
like Domo. Okay, let me tell let me tell you me and Domo's biggest raft fight or whatever. Bobby Brown. I'll say Roni over Rock with you. What you think?
Defroni.
Thank
Defroni.
you. Thank you.
You see how
Hey,
I had to
Kanisha.
think? I was thinking
Mm-hmm.
about Rock
Mm-hmm.
with You. I know Roni right
Mm-hmm.
off the rip. You know Roni.
Because it's
Yeah.
to Roni like to do to you, you know what I'm saying? But he always go for
I don't
what
know about
man,
easy. It's
see,
not easy. No.
it's I'm gonna sit with that.
So,
But
as you
hey,
all may know,
yes,
we come in here the first Monday of the month.
mm-hmm.
It's called Money Monday,
Money,
and we
money,
talk about
D.
where money and relationships coexist, coincide, and correlate. So today's topic is a goodie.
Yes,
We
yes.
may talk about. I was going to say we're going to talk about it all month, but we are only here once a month.
Only
Um,
here. I only put it
so
down. I
the
gotta type it
topic
in.
is it's nice and juicy.
Ooh,
How open are you about your financial
open
situation in a
you.
relationship? How open are you about your financial situation in a relationship? And if you're single, would you be transparent about your finances in a relationship? Okay, we're gonna go in. I'm
I'm
not
typing in
biased.
here. She's deaf, not biased. She's
Yeah.
deaf. Okay, let me pin this. Remember, pin the comment. Woo! All right. We are here. How open are you about your financial situation in a relate? This curl is
Okay. So
uncurl is
Kenisha is jumping
disrespectful.
right in.
Come
Kenisha,
on.
I know you haven't been here
Let me
often,
see.
but we have protocol here. What we do
Mm-hmm.
first is we do a tip, we do a money tip, and we do a relationship tip. Then you
Yes.
can go in songs. Then you can go in songs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
But that we love the enthusiasm
Yeah.
on this Money
Yeah, we do
Monday.
love engagement. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you. So you go ahead and start
Okay.
off.
So I'm going to start with a money tip. And this money tip is in regards to last month we talked about credit. So this is a debt payoff method. I don't know if you guys heard of the snowball method and the avalanche method. So those are the two
Oh,
like debt payoff methods.
I've
There's the
only heard the snow.
snowball and there's an avalanche.
Okay.
Okay. So today we'll go over the snowball. Or should we do avalanche since you never heard of avalanche?
Well, type in the
Yeah,
chat. I'm
yeah,
gonna
type
say
which
I
one.
only have heard of the snowball, never the avalanche. So if you guys are like me and just are very familiar with the snowball, type in the chat, and then we can start there. But if neither one of them, I mean, oh yeah, because I'm like, you tell me the difference anyway. Anyway,
Okay. So if you
so.
think about, I don't know, I put all these comments and now I can't even, whatever. Um, so if you think about a snowball, you think about something small that kind of like compounds into something bigger. And then when you think
Mm-hmm.
about an avalanche, it's like a big thing and then it just like not explodes, but erupts,
Falls.
falls,
Okay.
if you will.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so the snowball is doing it very slowly. So let's say, what did you say? I've heard of snowball. Was reading this morning during my
Mm-hmm.
break about the avalanche, but didn't finish reading the article. So I'm guessing you want avalanche too,
Right.
again.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Good.
let's just do
Okay.
avalanche. So avalanche, let's say you have three credit cards,
Mm-hmm.
one for 3,000, one for 2,000, and one for 1,000, like the balance. So you'll attack the 3,000 first, the largest amount of debt first, pay that off, and then you spend the rest of your time and effort and money on the others. So let's finally
Right.
um yeah, so you do the 3,000 first, then you go to the 2,000, then you go to the 1,000. So you focus all your efforts on paying the 3,000. You pay the minimum amount on the 1,000 and the
Okay.
2,000, but on the 3,000 balance, you pay a little more. You pay a little more. You pay a little more, whatever that more is.
Okay.
Um, and then once you're done paying that off, you focus your attention on the 2,000 and spend all the money that you've been paying on the
Mm-hmm.
avalanche for
Mm-hmm.
the 3,000 on the 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Must have gotten her financial aid check. I wish I got, but
Listen.
Biden paid off the doll's student
Yeah,
loans.
I was actually a little salty about that one because I got two under me, and I was like, he ain't even touch one. Sure, Biden.
Um,
What I gotta do?
Jonathan,
What I gotta do?
you need manners to be in Money Monday. That's the first thing. That's rule number one.
Rule number
And
one.
we don't go in. I mean, thank you for your engagement,
We
but
love
we
it.
go in, as we ask the questions. We're on Avalanche Method of debt payoff. What do you feel about the Avalanche Method,
Do
Jonathan?
you know about the Avalanche Method, Jonathan?
I just told you the house rules.
She did. She did.
Have
Okay.
manners.
Pregunta. So, is there a rule to the amount that you are paying on the 3G? Is it like, because sometimes I don't know
That's a
where I
good
got this
question.
from, but double the minimum or
That's up to you. Thank you, Kenya, for that
okay.
question. That's
Mm-hmm,
totally up
mm-hmm.
to you.
Okay.
You want to pay it aggressively. You want to pay as
Mm-hmm.
much as you can.
Mm.
But I would suggest like with every pay period, you pay the minimum first, and then
Mm-hmm.
you pay extra on the next pay period, whatever that extra may be.
Mm.
Now it might be
Okay.
the minimum twice, the minimum twice a month. If you have a
Mm-hmm.
little more money, then pay an extra $100
Mm.
on top of the minimum. So that first payment should be the
Mm-hmm.
minimum, and then the extra should be, another
Mm-hmm.
minimum or 100 more than you already paid. Good question.
Good,
So that's
good. All
your money
right.
tip for Money Monday.
No, no, no. You have to now go back to Snowball and tell the
I'm
difference.
no,
Mm-mm.
next time
Mm-mm.
we
I
did
need the
Avalanche.
difference. I
We
need
only
the
have an
difference.
hour. We only have an hour.
That's cool.
We're gonna get cut off.
Right. I need the
Hi,
difference.
Papa AC.
Hola, Papa AC.
Okay, so
Uh,
I'll give the
yes.
difference. I won't talk about the snowball.
Give the
So
difference.
the avalanche is that you're paying for the most, your highest balance first. With snowball, you're paying your smallest balance first,
Mm-hmm.
paying it
True.
off first.
Good. Yeah, all
That's
right.
your money
That
tip.
was good because no, I had no idea on the avalanche. I always snowball. Always, always.
Yeah, I
So,
think the snowball is a little better for our psyche because, like, you get
mm-hmm,
that gratification
mm-hmm.
of paying it off, paying something off, like, ooh, yay, I paid that off. What's next?
Right. Because the avalanche, that's more anxiety. That makes me feel like it's not
It's
happening.
never
Like,
gonna, yeah.
because yes, it's like I'm paying more, but I still see the other ones not moving, and
Right.
I feel like it's not even happening, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and then I don't want to pay the minimum, but I can't. But I like it. I like it. Perfect. Who we
That's your
got in here?
money
Hey
tip.
guys, that is your money tip. Now, on to the relationship tip of the evening. And it is prioritize your love languages. All right. Prioritize that. And why that is first, let's start there. Learn your, and I'm talking about, I know a lot of people will, I could ask right now, type in the chat if you know your love language. Type in the chat if you do not know. You can always take a quiz. For the most part, it's always going to be the same. The love language quiz, that is, it's always going to be the same. But because there are numbers to equal and balance them out, so I noticed that when I took it maybe 5 years later, they were still the same, but the numbers were different. So one of them was like creeping up more than the other one was. Oh, good. Oh my gosh, you guys know your love language. Yes, mine is quality time and physical touch.
Papa
Yes,
AC,
those
do you know what
are.
your love language is? Papa AC, if you're
Papa
still in here,
AC.
it's 9 times out of 10, it's probably physical
It's
touch.
from
The whores
the
love a
horse
physical
love
touch.
a physical touch.
Acts of
Oh,
service.
acts
You
of
know what?
service.
He actually might not be
Oh.
wrong. His might
Mm-hmm.
be acts of service.
Mm-hmm, As I mature, my understanding and applying love languages changes. Okay, let's talk about applying. Look, Domo, as soon as you said that, he's popped in physical touch.
Correct.
Yes, let's talk about applying, which is why the money tip is prioritize love languages, because I always say you do not have to have the same love language as your partner, but you do have to understand, because that's where a lot of the miscommunication and misunderstandings come from, because you're trying to give what you want to be given to you. That whole do unto you like you want to do unto others. Because if I like a bubble bath, that does not mean that my man's gonna like a bubble bath. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's nothing wrong with a man liking a bubble bath,
So
but
then,
what I am
would you
saying
say
is,
that it's more important for you to know your partner's love language than to prioritize yours?
well,
Because I'm like, I know mine is acts of service, but like, what good is me knowing it?
no,
They should know it. I think it's more important for me to know their love language so that I can work on it.
right. In general, prioritize love languages.
Oh, okay, mine or his.
Mine or yours or his or both. or both, because, and I say that to say, because people will put their own aside to accept what their partner is not understanding about theirs. For an example, um gifts. I like using the receiving gifts one. Somebody, a guy might just come home all the time and just drop off gifts, but my love language might be quality time. So these gifts don't mean nothing to me, but I sit there and I'm like, thank you. I receive them. I'm not prioritizing my love language, and he isn't either. You know what I mean? So at some point, that's why it's in general to prioritize love languages in general. Uh, it's because we retired whores are in seek of
Seek of
love, and
love.
intimacy is common language. Everyone can't afford gifts. I think you should know each other's.
It's
It's
really about knowing how to convert their language to where you can return it in your love language.
hmm, that's
Return
interesting.
it
I
in.
have to read that twice.
Yeah,
Right. I'm like, we have to
I
read
think
that twice.
I
Hold on.
like that.
Right.
No, I understand that. We just had to read it twice, Jonathan.
Jonathan,
Um,
that was good. I have to hold up. Ooh,
um,
ooh, ooh.
yeah,
I was
we would
about
be
to
able to add
text
you
you.
in, but that's not the topic
I
on
was
hand.
about to
That's why y'all
text,
going in. She's just
bro.
giving her tip, and so
Yes, but I do want to write that down. Could I
and
screenshot that? That was really good.
second of all, didn't you lose your voice trying to be added in on the? Okay, okay. So let's jump into the topic, shall we? Um,
Shall we? I'm sorry
yeah,
if I look like I'm really trying to figure out
yeah.
how to screen. Oh, hold on. I could just take a picture of my other phone. But go ahead. Let's get into
Okay.
the topic.
So the topic, you guys can go in. Psalms, I don't know if you're still in the building. The topic is, how open are you about your financial situation in a relationship? And for singles, would you be transparent about your finances with a potential partner? So
Mm-hmm.
I guess we should start with singles,
Mm-hmm.
because that's the first stage into
I'm
um
a single ladies. I'm a single ladies. Okay.
would you be transparent about your finances with a potential partner, people?
That is a great question. So let's start with the single person while my single people type in the chat. Oh no, let's go because y'all
Very, I'm broke, baby, but I ain't got nothing. See, no,
look.
okay.
That's not
Come again, no. And and dare I say, when we say financial situation, it's just not broke, rich,
right.
wealthy. Like, it's the situation, not necessarily the status.
Right. Because let me tell you guys a story. I was talking to somebody, and not talking to somebody like that. I mean, we were just conversing. And I was like, ooh, life is life. And they automatically equate that to me being broke. And I was like, wait, what? Like, that, so when Krista said that, made me think of it. When Krista say that, when we say financial situation, we don't mean like, oh, I'm broke, oh, I need a bill paid, because that's getting into something else. Not don't get it. Definitely not now. Domo the barber says we gotta have
That
that conversation
conversation
early.
early. Right. Okay. So
Okay,
how early?
right? How
Kanisha
early?
says single as in not married or dating. Can you
I
answer
can't
that
see that.
question?
Um, I'm going to say single as in not married and dating. And
You're saying both?
yes. No, because we always say that it's levels
Right.
to
So
this.
which
We always
one?
say, so I'm
Married
going to
or
go with
dating?
dating.
Okay.
Boom.
I was gonna say that too.
Dating.
Okay, so we're dating.
We're
How
dating.
and Damo is saying we gotta have the conversation early. Kanitra, what are you saying? If you're
Mm-hmm.
dating.
Mm-hmm. Papa AC talk about that.
Depends
Depends
on
on
how
how
serious we
serious.
become. So that's what
Okay.
I'm saying. So when do you have the conversation? Fuck all fuck all these beta males talking on these podcasts. Black women should know the financial status of their suitor. I agree,
Okay.
Jonathan. But
So,
how does that come up?
and when
When
does
do you have
that
it?
come up?
When does that come up?
And what exactly, so many questions, what exactly is financial status? Because we said situation. So now
Yeah.
what is financial status? So
No, don't
break
even
that
go to
down.
status. We're talking situation. We'll
Okay,
get
let's
into
not go there. I'm gonna write status down though, so we can
first
note
date.
that.
Okay, let's do, because you guys are, it is a very broad question. Let's say,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
um, how important is it?
Mm-hmm.
A crucial, B somewhat important, C not important at all.
Okay.
Is it
Cool.
crucial, somewhat important, or not important?
I'm gonna put mine up in there. We talking first date?
You talking first date? You
I'm
talking about,
asking.
oh, Jonathan said first
Oh,
date.
okay, because that was where I was going. That's what I was answering to, making
Oh,
sure that that's what the question was for.
well, how important is it? Oh, how important?
Wait,
I wouldn't say first
okay.
date.
Say the question again. My bad.
How important is it for you to have financial transparency?
Oh, my bad. All right. Okay.
Crucial, somewhat important, or not at all important while
Sorry,
you're
I
dating.
changed it.
Kanisha said, yeah, you and Kanisha said somewhat important while you're dating.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Who said, okay, who says
I know, I'm
crucial?
trying to go back. Can you afford to date? This is all Jonathan here. Can you afford to date? Do you have a consistent income? As a man, we are to provide, and if you can't, you should not be dating, is what he is saying. And Richard said 1 month.
1 month,
The guys
what? That
are
wasn't one of the choices, Richard. Is it
1 month.
crucial, somewhat important, or important, or not at all important? I'm sorry.
A, B, or C. I say somewhat important.
Why do you say? Because we need to establish some financial questions prior to the date. Oh yeah, yeah. Like what, Kenitra? Like
Right.
what Jonathan said. Like, okay, we're getting a
Okay.
lot of B's. Somewhat
Yes.
important. Oh,
Yes. Richard,
is it
crucial or somewhat?
crucial? Yeah, crucial or somewhat important.
Mm-hmm. 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 Um, okay, back to what Kanitra was saying. Yes, Kanitra, like what? You know, for me, I say somewhat important only because when I date, I'm more about learning the personality and what that person has, their knowledge and all of that other kind of stuff, right? So if I feel that where we're going with this and what he has fed me before, I trust him financially and not just, I'm just saying, we've already talked about business before. He's already told me about something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. If I see something where I can be knowledgeable, from him, then that's why I say it's somewhat important. But uh, it has nothing to do with me dating him, if that makes sense. So that's why in the jump in the beginning, finances and all that other kind of stuff,
Yeah,
because regardless of how much you make, that doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna have a second date. Like your
right.
financial status, that discussion is not what's gonna get us a first date. I
Correct.
mean a
Or a
second
second
date.
day. Yeah.
Right, you know what I mean? So that's why I say it's somewhat important because what you knowing it for? Like, are you gonna help me
Yeah.
or you just being nosy?
Now, I
What people
will
saying?
say that we are in this political season and we're talking about like voting, and everybody
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, I don't want to talk about politics. I feel like people don't want to talk about politics, they don't want to talk about money, and they don't talk about religion. And those are
Mm.
three things that are
Mm.
important in our daily lives. Like, why aren't we talking about it? Why aren't we
Politics,
transparent about it? Like, yes, we should be talking about it on the first date, but I
religion.
don't think it should be, an interview. Can you pay for this? Can you pay for that? Because this is a weeding out process. We're just vetting each other and going on a date to see if we're even compatible. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to be talking about my financial situation with somebody I'm not compatible with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I be trying to
I
stay in the
think the
comments.
financial status is important before the first date, because if you are unemployed, then we can't date. Why not, Kanisha? And
Right.
like,
Mm-hmm.
why, like, it depends on why he's unemployed. Did he get laid off? Is he self-employed? Is he a contractor looking for other jobs?
Right.
Like,
And
I don't know if
again,
that
which goes back to what I was saying on what is not gonna get me a second date is not the fact that you are okay, but all
consistent.
right.
You
So
don't know
here's the
that
thing,
though.
Kanitra, exactly. So that's my point. You have to sit there and have that dialogue with him to understand if it's consistent or if it's not consistent. You know what I mean? And based on that, you learn the personality. Because if he was just, for an example, I'm in corporate, it's a lot of layoffs going on, startups or whatever. And so you can talk without going on a date.
I, and that's another thing. I'm not about to just be on the phone with you talking all the time. What if we,
Okay.
like, we gotta go on a date? We gotta be doing something
Yes.
interactive to be talking. I ain't just about to be on no interview. Hi, Brent 1550.
Definitely. Hey, hi, hi, hi. If you have just joined us, pinned in the comment is what we are talking about right now.
What's the point
Uh,
in what?
wait, why not what?
Yeah, y'all
Which one?
gotta be specific. Don't just be. What is
I
wrong with y'all
know.
going in on the comments and we don't know what you're talking about?
I mean, because y'all
Damo,
really
what's the point
going
in what?
in like we is sitting right there in front of
Oh
y'all. Y'all like,
no.
and another thing, why not? Why not what? I like finish the sentence. Be like, why not? We can't do this.
And while
How
we're
do you?
at it, can you add one person in the comment that you feel like should be engaged in this conversation?
Yes. Oh, that's good. That's
Um,
good. I didn't even think
talking
about
without dates. Wait, okay, talking without dates. What's the point of that? Talking without a date. Yeah, what's
that.
the point of that? It's an
So
interview,
right.
apparently.
Yes.
What is the point in that, Kenitra?
And I
How do you get to know someone if you don't talk on the phone? You do, but we're not about to have 17 conversations.
mhm, exactly. And hold on, y'all. Let's run it back to the first date and the financial and all of that other kind of stuff. You still can't base that off of, so for an example, a coffee date, right? We can't automatically assume that the guy is broke or unemployed just because it's a coffee date. A coffee date is a really nice coffee date, but that's why I'm saying we are equating, or not even equating, we are throwing in these finances where they shouldn't be placed. We're
Right.
prioritizing the finances where they shouldn't be placed. X, when we stay quiet
I,
about wages.
I don't have to shut the hell up. You shut the hell
Like, they are going. Oh, we cannot tonight, y'all. Hold on, we cannot keep up with the comments. If you talk first for a few times and you
up.
get to see
See
if you
what
want to go on a date, yes, that's not what we're talking about. We get that part. We're trying to see, when does finances enter into the chat. That's
right.
what we're
And
talking
some
about.
people are saying it enters into the chat before you go on the date.
Right.
Some people are saying the first date. Some
Mm-hmm.
people are saying after the first few dates. Ooh, that's a good one. So where is Jonathan? You're going off track. You're on track, but you're not on track.
Jonathan, you and
Okay,
I, you already
here's
know
another
we have
A,
to
B, and
schedule what
C.
we got to schedule. Go ahead.
Here's another A, B, and C.
Uh-huh.
When do you have the financial conversations?
Mm-hmm.
A, before the first date.
Mm-hmm.
B, the first date. Or C, after a few dates.
I'm I'm going with after a few. Okay.
Wait for the chat because they're
I'm
gonna go
sorry.
in. They've been going
I
in.
know, I know, because we cannot keep
Not
up. All right.
or, Jonathan. A, B, C. C after the okay, Damo says C after, so does Ebony. Ebony says after the first few.
And
Richard,
Richard.
okay. Y'all got some
Okay.
sense. But for sure by the first date. Okay, you're with Kenitra. You're in the A's.
Y'all want to talk
Kenitra,
about it
stop.
over
You're not
FaceTime.
thinking now.
Yeah.
After
After first
for
for
sure.
sure.
Oh, after first for
After
sure.
first.
Y'all better stop yelling
Okay.
at me. You don't understand anything else. I'm sorry. That's the only thing you
Oh my
understand.
God.
I
I
don't
don't
need
even.
nobody worried about the fuck going on in my pockets. I might not even like you for real. This the same nigga that said you ain't got no. Transparency.
A, B, or
Answer
C?
A, B,
This
or C.
eyelash is killing me, y'all. A, B, or C, because y'all are going in. Guidelines and regulations.
Stop with the Tourette's. What are you guidelines and regulations for what?
Okay, so we've
Oh, he
all
says C. Papa AC. The ratchet
okay.
says C.
Okay,
Gourmet ratchet. He ain't
so
gourmet ratchet. He ratchet.
right. So there's the majority of the C's. So we understand that after a few dates. Okay, get it.
But
After a few dates
still, the
is when
convo is necessary
yes,
whenever. Correct.
after a few dates, but not the first, nor maybe the second. And here I go. I'm one of those, everything has to, I need a purpose for everything. I do. I need to know why you need to know. And not why because you're not asking, but again, why am I telling, right? So that's when I know again after the first few conversations, and again, you'll know because it might just flow.
That's
Like
what
I,
I was about to say. I
mm-hmm,
feel like it can and will come up in casual conversations when
mm-hmm,
you're doing these 13 conversations, Kenitra and Jonathan, before your first date. Like financial situations may come up. It's not gonna come like wages,
ooh, ooh,
savings
ooh,
accounts, investments, like
right,
that's not gonna come up.
right,
But
right.
spending habits may, your budget may,
Mm,
credit
come
may,
on now.
because
I'm
we're
writing this
adults,
stuff
like they
down.
should come up in conversation.
I'm writing this down because I like to replace things with things because I do feel like we overuse a lot of words, a lot of phrases, and we misdefine them. But I like that because, like you said, we should replace the how much do you make conversation with the spending habit conversation.
Yeah.
And what else was I gonna say? I had a thought. Oh, because you're absolutely right. We are prioritizing the wrong discussions when we're just dating. So how about trying to replace the sex conversation?
Girl, I feel like it comes up with you feel it may
Mm-hmm.
be something serious. Child, we out here casually dating. See, that's the problem. You may not have been here when I said when I said this comment earlier, but
Mm-hmm.
it should
Mm-hmm.
be things that we're discussing casually.
Yes.
We should be discussing politics casually. We should be discussing finances casually,
And
not
not
your full
sex
like
casually.
right. I
People
mean, if
on
you
the
want to lay
first
down with
date,
me, but you don't want to talk about your finances,
I'm just saying. But then you only gonna lay down with me if I make a certain amount of money. Like
it's giving prostitution.
it's giving. What have you done for me lately?
It should be yes, it should be a
Hmm.
casual combo.
So these are the things that we need to start replacing with other things because when someone doesn't meet those expectations, then now we all out here mad. We out here mad.
Jonathan says
No,
no, it's about stability. What is about stability? Please elaborate.
please.
Brent says for me, I want to know what kind of woman I'm dealing with. Is she ambitious, driven?
Mm-hmm.
Why why do you want to know that? Because that will
Well,
determine your next dates.
well, I had took that as him being okay with after a couple of dates, seeing if she's ambitious, seeing if she's driven, and then
Oh,
maybe he'll
gotcha,
welcome
gotcha.
the
Okay,
financial
yeah,
discussion.
that's good.
Telling you my financial business. Tourette's, Tourette's,
It's
Tourette's, Tourette's,
just
Jonathan
incomplete
Tourette's.
make it one full sentence. Why does it matter if she's ambitious? She is the woman. Well, maybe that is attractive to a man.
Mm-hmm.
He
So you
doesn't want
don't
to
want an ambitious woman,
no,
Jonathan?
you alphas love to use that beta
I
male shit.
love it. So yes,
Um,
we definitely should start replacing things with replace. Now hold on. This is only if you are looking for a thriving relationship, right? This is only now if you just excuse me, Mike. I forgot this Mike was here. Mike check 1 2. Now, if you are looking just to have casual sex, this discussion is not for you. Okay, we if that is what you want, but what we are saying is that but okay, hold on, Kanitra. But Jonathan, just because you have money doesn't mean you are automatically stable. Come on now, Kanitra. Exactly. Exactly.
Clearly, it isn't what
Yeah,
Ratchet
yeah. I
AC,
mean, because
Papa
I don't
Ratchet.
want. All right,
As a
Krista,
man
give us.
and a woman, we have roles for a reason. Beta male's looking for a business partner. Well, you know, a partner in life, a wife is a
Mm-hmm.
partner.
Mm-hmm.
Um, dare I say, some of the most successful men, their partners are like business partners. They may be silent ones, but
Right.
they consult with them about their finances. The
Mm-hmm.
woman is the manager of said money.
Mm-hmm.
She may not be I mean, she's the steward of the money. She may not bring it, but she has a hand in money. So,
Yeah, I know everybody loved Michelle a little bit more. Yeah, and
correct.
Obama
And
did.
dare I
Y'all
say,
already
Michelle
know.
was Obama's boss at first.
Hello.
Okay. So,
All right. And we all know that we liked Hillary more than Bill too. Come on, y'all. Just
I don't
stop
know.
acting
I
like,
like Bill
what?
more.
I liked Hillary.
I love
I liked
them both, but I fuck with Bill.
But he's saying that's different.
Everything is
Um
different. 2 Chainz.
I was just about to, yeah, I was going there with it. I'm different. Shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to Stephanie.
Only Black culture encourages this. Please finish your
Right.
sentence, Jonathan. I
Because
like
finish
Bill more.
this.
While Asians, etc., don't. Well, we can only deal with what we deal with. We are Black, so
I
only
mean,
Black
yes.
culture encourages this. Then that's what we rolling with.
And hold on, because Krista and I say this all of the time. Throw out the genders and just stick with roles, because there are some people that are better at some things regardless of their gender. All right. But when it does come to certain things, I think that Krista said too, the majority of the women know how to manage money better than men. That has nothing to do with making the man weak in the finance department or etc. But there are men that are excellent at managing finances. And so that is okay too. So throwing out the genders, because just it doesn't matter. All right. If you're good at something, you're good at it.
And I think that it's important to have a yin and a yang. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
where you fall short, they do not, and vice
Right.
versa. I bring the money, she pays the bills. That's what we're saying. He
Yes.
manages it. So, like,
Yes.
but that's still a partnership. Like, you still,
And
I
you
dive,
would have to
she makes them.
find but you would have to find a woman that is capable. Look, we talked about this in the episode that I did with somebody else the other day. You have to find a woman that is capable of that, though, right, Jonathan? And how do you do that? You have to get to know her, right? So therefore, you cannot, just because you have the money and you buy the house, you can't automatically believe that because she has a vajayjay that she's going to make that house a home. No, you have to understand if she's capable of doing that. What can Nitra say?
She,
I can't
she
see.
wants Jonathan to elaborate on what Black culture encourages.
Oh, yes,
And I don't know
please,
if she wants
Jonathan.
that.
You know, when it comes
We've
to
been on
those,
a
I
call
have
with too many
always.
alphas all night,
Right, I was about to
Kanisha.
say an alpha told me to be careful what I asked for.
So
Two
then
Chainz.
here's but if she broke, she still know how to pay bills. Does she? Because why is she broke?
Does she? Because yeah, and then come on, that's another one, y'all. We need to define broke.
Correct. I
We need
was
to
gonna say that too.
undefine and define broke, because that one is thrown out all day, every day. Thank you, Kanitra. Does she? Does she? I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
so here's
Yes,
another
give us
another
another one.
question for you to chew on along the same line still.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when it comes to discussion of the finances with right, broke does equate irresponsible. If you don't make enough money, that's not broke. That's like insufficient funds. That's not necessarily broke. We are one medical bill away from bankrupt. You ain't lying about
You
that,
not
Jonathan.
lying. So that's what I'm saying. We all broke then. Everybody broke. Or are we?
Okay, so when it comes to discussing finances with a partner,
Mm-hmm.
what's your style? Okay, what's your style?
Mm.
Um,
Ah, that's
is it
good.
open book? Is it cautious? Or is it private? When it comes
It's
to
ABC.
discussing fine, yes, sorry, thank you.
So I'm gonna go with,
Stupid. Did, did you hear the answer, the question, Jonathan? Direct and forward.
what was
That
that?
wasn't one of the,
Oh,
that
I
wasn't
was
one of
like,
them.
what was that?
Are you an open book,
Uh,
cautious, or private? Open book.
A is open book, B is cautious, C is private. Which one are you guys?
Jonathan,
Just type in A,
have some
Jonathan.
manners.
A for type in A, Jonathan. Go ahead. A.
Cautious songs. Cautious is B songs.
Type in B, Sonzi.
Okay,
Sonzi Kanitra.
cautious.
Open book.
Okay, Ratchet AC.
Okay.
Don't be funny. So he's A.
Okay. Yes.
You always gotta go
He is
against the grain. A,
B.
but everyone else is
Cautious.
B. Okay.
All right. So let me tell you why, and then type in the chat in full as much sentences or complete as you
Oh Lord.
can. Richard said B. Richard said B on why you chose your answer. But for me, it goes back to what I said. I'm cautious because I need to know if you can handle the information and what you can do with it. So I'm more of observing, and I think someone else said in the chat, if you're, if he's looking if they're ambitious or driven, that's not what I'm looking for. Well, I'm not saying that's not what I'm looking for, but what I'm saying is I'm looking for the knowledge, and how are you handling yours? And again, it's just through casual discussions and how we get to know. So I'm cautious until I'm like, and then I'm not with the oversharing. I'm gonna give you a little bit and see what you're gonna say. So for an example, right? I was dating a guy. He was very knowledgeable about credit and everything like that. And with him, he just started the discussion about credit and numbers. And he was like, "Hey, have you seen this app before?" I'm like, "No, tell me about the app." Then it just went from there because he was willing to share some knowledge. What are we saying in the chat? Men not
Um,
supposed to be
I
soft. It's a conversation.
I
Right.
do think
Mm-hmm.
though, to Jonathan's point,
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, like we should define what financial situation is, because does
Mm-hmm.
that mean wages? Does that mean savings? Does that mean goals?
Right.
Does that, like, what is financial situation? Because we'll just say we think financial situation is, oh, I'm broke. Oh, I
Right.
make this
Right.
much. Oh, like, and when it's so much more. So
Mm-hmm.
like, let's define what financial situations are,
Right.
in the chat.
Yes.
What do you think a
Let me
financial
know.
situation is?
Because it's really level. So tell us, because again, it's all about different perspectives, different
What would you say
way
financial
handles them.
situation is?
For me,
Uh-uh.
Kenya, or in the chat.
Yeah. No, you.
What he said, what mommy you talking about? Again, it's about the wordplay. I'm very big on wordplay. So the word situation, unfortunately, makes it tense, right? Makes it a little, like, oh, it's a situation. So for that, I would say it would lean more into privacy. That leans more into, for me, financial vulnerability, like my
These are
situation.
still very broad answers. Like, what are
So
you?
it's
What do you talk?
intense,
What do you
right?
talk?
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I'm saying when you're dating,
Oh, no,
what is the
that wasn't your
finance?
question. You
Okay,
said, what's a financial situation?
right, that you're discussing.
Yeah.
So the question is, so we're talking about financial situations and how open we are.
Yes.
What is the situation that we're talking about? What are some examples of situations we're
Oh, you
talking
want
about?
hard
Correct.
examples.
Yes.
Okay, right. So going back to defining what an overall financial situation to me means an intense situation, right? So
Richard
for
has a.
that, it
Sorry.
would be for that. Hold on, let me ask you real quick.
Sorry.
Or let me answer that really quick.
Mm.
That would be more of a say a mortgage thing. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about
That would be more.
mortgages?
I'm saying, so for me, that would be an intense financial situation. That's why I said we have to
So I'm
define these, because for
asking
me,
for an
I
example.
did.
Richard gave one. He said, I just want to know if you can manage money. So that's
So
a
for me,
financial.
I would not define that as a financial
Okay.
situation.
What are you defining?
I just told you.
Sorry, can you tell me
If we
again?
were talking about a mortgage or rent, something on that
So
type of level for
like
me,
bills?
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm really like, I need you know, I'm slow. I just
I
need
know,
like
but
a
that's
word.
hardcore. Like, oh, okay, so bills. Yes,
Gotcha.
bills. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're talking bills, we're talking money management, we're
Mm-hmm.
talking oh, they're still talking about the black culture.
Yes. Oh, I
Oh,
missed that
Kanisha
one.
said it. Can you manage money or are you willing to learn if you don't know how to? That's a good financial
See,
situation.
I
Um,
the word situation just got me, y'all. I mean,
okay,
I
use
love it.
another word.
I
No,
love
use
all of
redefine
these,
it. Give us another
but
word.
see, for me, again, situation is more. Okay, I said what I think of situation, but for these are more just discussions. These are more personality traits. These are more
Okay. So,
characteristics. This
how
isn't a
open are you about
situation.
your financial topics in a relationship?
See, now there, yeah, I think it would still be cautious. Still cautious.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, I'm a gradual person. I'm more observing you and seeing how your mind works so then I can know what I'm gonna share and on what level I can
Mm-hmm,
share
mm-hmm.
you with.
So
And
you
then what
are,
we gonna
so
do
you're
to shift
sharing
that.
like bills. This is a
Yes.
good one. Are you sharing bills during dating phases? Are you sharing bills? Are you open about bills?
I am open about bills during the dating phase if you are very knowledgeable and you can help me with them. So I have
Oh,
dated one guy and we were dating, but because he was so great on that level, I shared that with them because he was able to help me on that level. You feel me?
uh-huh.
Not just because we were dating. Like, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Like, oh
I
my
think
God,
the opposite.
not
I
because
think I
we were
could be
vulnerable.
open to talking about bills on a date. Like, why not? It's just a
Mm-hmm.
bill. Now, if we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about my credit report and credit score and like all that, but if we're talking like bills or comparing bills or how many
Mm-hmm.
bills you have or how you pay them or how you manage them, I think I would be open to that.
Yeah, but like you said, a lot of people, it's taboo. A lot of people are
Yeah.
uncomfortable with talking about things like that. It's like, oh, you got a Capital One bill that's for 3,000, and you only paid a $20 minimum, like and then, but unfortunately, and that's what this is a good point to make. It's removing the expectation and the judgment of debating. I mean,
Yeah,
of
because
dating. I'm sorry,
Kenesha
not debating.
says so situations make it seem like a bad thing, and I think that's what you were getting at too.
Yes. Right. That's why it was hard for me to say, like, because
Mm-hmm.
again, I would only talk about bills if they were bad. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
never, people
Richard
don't talk
said
about
he don't know about that one.
which
Kenesha said
one,
no.
Richard.
Are we talking
Wait,
about
which one?
bills?
Yeah, what we talking about? Little, yeah, I'm open to discussing his bills are paid, may not tell money amounts.
I'm open to discussing his bills are paid. Wait,
May
songs,
not
we
tell.
need
I know I was
punctuation.
trying to dissect that. Yeah, I'm open.
Oh, if wait, yeah, I'm open to discussing his bills if they are paid, not till
Mm-hmm.
the
Not,
not till
oh,
the
okay,
amount.
okay.
Okay.
Got it. So you like, yeah. Okay. Oh, how his bills are paid. You open to discussing how his bills are paid, but not the dollar amount.
Oh, see, and I think that's a little bit backwards because
Mm-hmm.
you're willing to discuss like so the how is him going to work, but the amount you don't want to know. And I think the amount is more telling because you'll know if you guys can afford a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You can know what you need to go, like
Mm-hmm.
what your budget is like. So I think that that's a
Mm-hmm.
little bit backwards to see how you know how. I mean, I don't really care how. It's like the
Yeah.
minutia, I don't know.
But also, too, again, if we just made this as comfortable, as fun as we do sex and other things, it would not be
Agreed.
so. Like, I can talk to Krista about this because she makes it fun, and it's whatever. I mean, we're not dating. I mean, we are, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
But I'm just saying she's very knowledgeable about it. I'm not saying I talk to
I don't know about
all
that
my
one.
friends about bills and finances, you know what I mean? But I will talk to her because I'm gonna get something from her, and she's knowledgeable, and it's not taboo.
Oh, she's saying not job how, but if you pay minimums or in full.
Why would
People
that
find it
matter
easy to
though?
fuck, then share their fears. I
True,
agree. Language.
true, language,
What's the
true.
age of the people we talking to? 40 and up should be more mature about understanding to discuss these topics. Agreed,
Okay,
finally.
agreed. But also too, on the other end of it, let me bring it back to Kenya's keepsake real quick. On
Bring us
the
back. Bring us back.
other end of it though is that also understand different personalities of people. You know, some people
Damn the
are
age.
not, yeah, some people just don't overshare. Some people do overshare. Some people don't care, like my boy Jonathan here. And some people do, excuse me, actually care, but it doesn't have. So even if we're gonna go with age comes with experience, right, Jonathan? Jonathan,
But
so
the real
age,
BBQ said, but age ain't nothing but a number. People are slow, and we can all agree
yes.
on that.
And so therefore everybody can't handle everything, and everybody's personality type from experience or whatever it is does not allow them to just come out for whatever reason. So it
Correct.
has
And you
nothing
keep
to
talking
do.
about the black culture and the
Mhm.
black experience. Black people do not share their finances.
Right.
We haven't learned to. It's not in our DNA. It's not in our traditions or experiences. So it's not as easy to share as we would want. You usually
Yes,
have more to lose
Kanitra.
when you are 40 and up. So sharing may be something you aren't willing to do right off the jump.
Yes, absolutely.
We not talking about the twos and fews. Majority of 40-year-olds should be better.
Okay, Jonathan, let me ask you a question because here we go. I understand you're saying it's the first date. You immediately want to know what? How much she made. Okay, is it more about her or is it you? Because I don't want to scroll all the way back up, but you're saying as a man, she needs to know that you do this and that.
Yeah, and I feel
Is
like that's
that
easy for him to say because he makes a nice, like, when you confident and comfortable, you
mm,
can say that.
okay?
But like, what
Okay,
if you
that's
not
good. That's
at the
good.
moment? At the
But
moment.
But my question is from that, the finances, how I want you to type in a percentage. How much of that is going to get her a second date? That's
Look,
what I want to know.
while we're talking statistics, I pulled up one about finances in modern dating.
Okay.
40% of singles said they would want to have the conversation within the first 3 months of dating.
Okay. Richard said one. All right. Come on now, Richard. Richard said one.
That's
All
from a
right. 40%
2022 survey. And then it says
singles.
63% of singles report that they want to know about their partner's financial status early in the relationship.
Oh, earlier than 3 months?
Well,
Oh,
this said
wait, they're
the
partners
40% was dating, and then the
dating
63% is the partners
early
early
on.
on, which makes sense.
Uh, early. Oh, yes, because now we're intertwining, and now I need to know if your debt gonna somehow become my debt, and I'm not gonna know about it, or you gonna somehow having to fall off, and I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Can we group FaceTime? No, we can't. He ain't got no sense.
None. I love that for him. But yes, so going back, let's learn personalities first. before.
You know, I agree. However, niggas don't even know their own personalities. They don't
Amen.
even know their own.
So do you think they know their own financial habits
Nope.
then?
Nope. And I'm glad
Exactly.
you said that, because I was going to say that too. Like, we keep talking about other people's finances and asking them about their finances. Do we know our own? Do we really know our own?
And
Women are not delusional,
women
Jonathan.
are not delusional, Jonathan.
Not all,
Because
but
that's the thing. So here's a thought. Here's a thought that I just came up with. So could we say that there's a small percentage that don't want to talk about their finances openly because they might be embarrassed about their own finances?
I don't know about embarrassed, but like not
Not
secure. I think
not
that's a good
oh,
reason. Like,
insecure.
yeah, like not confident or not secure. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you willing to brag on what you're confident in and talk about it and spread the
Mm-hmm.
knowledge. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Just like, again, bringing it back to political. Oh, I don't talk politics. I don't want to get into politics. No, you don't know about it, and so
Mm-hmm.
you can't spread it and you can't educate people on it, and that's okay.
Right.
But don't say like you don't do politics. Just say I don't know enough to
Right.
like share, or I don't know enough to educate. And when
Yes.
it comes to your finances, say like I'm not even really that secure in mine right now to press you on
Mm-hmm.
yours.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I love everybody's insecure. Which is why, like I said, I am gradual with my when I'm sharing, because if you can assist me, help me, educate me, guide me, and help me grow up in it, then I am going to share what I can with you so that we can elevate, like you were
But
saying.
Jonathan said Krista was not this secure before her financial aid check came in. You ain't lying.
Right. And then, like Krista said, the yin and the yang. I don't always want to be the smartest person in my relationship. So, therefore, again, if there is someone out there that can help me elevate my financial game, however it is, and that doesn't mean that I don't know, I can just know that there's always more out there,
Oh,
y'all.
you know what? That's good, because remember when, I don't know if Ratchet AC is still on,
Mm-hmm.
but like, you know how men are real quick to be like, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got it. I ain't broke, baby. I'm broke, baby. I don't think that they mean that. I think they mean like, help me. Like,
Mm.
I don't know much. So like, I need somebody that's gonna like help me, and they don't know how to articulate that. That was an epiphany that just came.
Really? I have a different epiphany. Y'all know I love to tell my stories though. And Papa AC, he is still here. Oh, a cry for help. So I want to, before I get into my story, agree or disagree, fellas. If you are still in here, agree or disagree if it is
That's
Richard
not what
said
they
a cry
saying.
for help.
They
Right. So
might be
I was
saying,
gonna say,
give me some money. I want some money.
oh, that's
Gold
another.
diggers.
Okay. But she ain't messing with no. Okay, that's another one. That's not where I was going with that either. But
Where you
fellas,
going?
before I'm gonna tell my story. Type in the chat. Hey, do you agree? Is that a cry for help when you say, "Baby, I'm broke, baby"? See, give me the money.
Tell
Ratchet
your
AC
story.
said. Check y'all text. I'm not doing it. Uh, I dated a guy who yelled the broke card all day, every day. And he actually had a very, very, very well paying job. But when he said he was broke, it was more on a sense of he lived beneath his means. And he did. His apartment looked like a bachelor pad, the car that he drove, everything of that. But it was because he had a goal in mind, or he just lived beneath his means. So when he was saying he was broke, it was more like I'm broke, but he wasn't broke. It was all he was lying. So that's why I say it was neither give me the money, nor was it the what was your first one that you said?
I don't remember. So you're saying his, what he, when he said he broke, what was his? What does his mean?
Frugal. He was more
Mm,
frugal and living
mm,
beneath his means.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is that then like, don't ask me for no money? So it can go a
Ooh,
bunch of ways. Like, don't ask me for no money,
right.
show me the money, or like help me with the money.
Or don't
Ooh.
expect. Oh, don't expect no money from me. Or
That's
don't.
that's what I said. Don't
Oh,
ask
that's
me
the
for no
same
money.
one. Okay, yeah. Don't ask me for none. Let me see. Cry for help. Mm.
A quality individual of substance following the most high. Who, that's what you are,
Yes, he's
Jonathan?
answering. Who is this John person? That's the answer to who is this John
Songs.
person.
That's uh, I'll tell you
Uh-huh.
songs.
Yeah, we'll text you.